This is Easy Friday. Our sign language interpreter this evening is Lucy Mwaura. Now, President William Ruto and former Prime Minister Raila Odinga have signed a memorandum of understanding that marks the working together of the UDA and ODM parties beginning Friday. While penning the deal at KICC in the presence of officials from both parties, the two leaders vowed to fully implement recommendations of the National Dialogue Committee report that includes the creation of the Office of Prime Minister and Office of the Leader of Opposition, among others, signaling a looming constitutional change process. Giverson Maina now reports.
Leo ni ile siku ya kumalizana na ukabila.
Kenyatta International Convention Center on Friday hosted President William Ruto and ODM leader Raila Odinga. Duo bringing together members of parliament and other leaders, including governors from both UDA and ODM parties, in a historic event that saw the two sides pen a cooperation agreement.
I must congratulate His Excellency the Right Honorable Prime Minister Raila Odinga and the courage he has to make difficult decisions. Not many leaders can make the kind of decisions the Right Honorable Raila Odinga can make.
I managed to get the feeling of my people, my supporters. And that's the reason why I am today able and confident to sign this document. Because the unity of this country is greater.
The former arch-rivals announced the return of the report of the National Dialogue Committee that was gathering dust in Parliament.
We have always been making politically correct decisions. We need to make decisions that are correct as far as the interests of the people of Kenya are concerned.
As leaders of the largest political parties in the country, we arrived at the understanding that in a time of significant changes and challenges to our nation, it is not enough to merely grandstand or stand aside and criticize, easy as those may be.
Its full implementation will include the creation of two new state offices, Office of the Official Leader of Opposition and the Office of the Prime Minister. It also recommends implementation of the two-thirds gender rule as required in the Constitution. Other agreements include ensuring inclusivity in all public life, protecting and strengthening devolution, promoting and protecting the livelihoods of young people, leadership and integrity, right to peaceful assembly and protest, addressing the national debt burden, fighting corruption, stopping wastage of public resources, and promoting government efficiency, protecting the sovereignty of the people, the rule of law and constitutionalism.
The two leaders resolve to respect the identity and integrity of all political parties and to ensure respect and implementation of the provisions of the Political Parties Act. The dialogue and collaboration between the two leaders shall achieve its objectives by A. Holding regular consultations on pressing issues of interest to the people of Kenya.
Acknowledging that the nation will not develop without reinforcing democratic governance and the rule of law. Conscious that the decay in democratic governance is expressed through skewed allocation of resources, ethnic intolerance, and marginalization.
The UDA-ODM Pact now formalizes the broad-based government, which saw 5 ODM members join Ruto's cabinet, with more also expected to be appointed in the new agreement.
The signing of the UDA and ODM Pact by both party leaders, President William Ruto and former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, sets a new motion for political re-elements in the country ahead of the 2027 general election. Giverson Maina, Prime Edition of the KICC, Nairobi.